Have you ever wondered why sales seems easy for some and difficult for others? Well, I'm going to share why that is in today's video. Hello, I'm Althea McIntyre. Welcome to Althea TV, where we help established Christ-centered female entrepreneurs just like you trust God, own your value, and consistently enroll ideal high-level clients the Spirit-led way. So why is sales easy for some and difficult for others? Have you ever wondered that? And maybe thought you are someone who, I just can't do sales. Well, I know that you've made a decision to focus on developing your sales skills. You want to immerse yourself fully in sales and pricing. You realize that what you offer changes people's lives. And God has told you that now is the time to focus on sales because you can't change people's life unless you sell. So you're in the right place. Well, let me share 3 reasons why sales is easier for some than others. Number 1, people who experience that sales are easy think about sales the way God thinks about sales. So if I ask you, I'll just ask you, when you hear the word sales or selling, what's the first words that come to your mind? Go ahead, jot it down. What comes to your mind? Well, if you thought rude, spammy, pushy, well, why don't we see if those line up with what God thinks about sales? So let's go to the word. We're going to go to Proverbs. And Proverbs 11:26, we're just going to look at one scripture. 11:26 reads, "People curse the one who hoards grain, but they pray God's blessings on the one who is willing to sell." They pray God's blessings on the one who is willing to sell, but they curse the one who hoards the grain. Selling is kingdom because selling is serving. So those who find it easier to sell, they see sales with the mind of God, and that they know that God's blessing, people are praying for God's blessings on those who are willing to sell. So you got to think about sales and selling the way God does. Number 2, people who experience sales, have an easier time selling. They have made the decision to develop sales skills. It's a skill like other skills, right? Like you are now driving effortlessly. You can probably put on your makeup. You definitely can have a conversation. You can do some other things, right? You can probably drink when you are driving. But there was a time, let's go back to when you were 15, and driving, when you were learning the skill of driving, it was nerve-wracking. It was nerve-wracking for you. It was nerve-wracking for your parents and for your instructor. But you made the decision because you wanted to drive. You wanted to drive, that you were going to learn driving skills. And so those who find it easier to sell have made the decision, I'm going to learn this skill. I'm going to invest in learning this skill. I'm going to attend webinars. I'm going to watch YouTube videos. I'm going to invest in a coach. I'm going to read books. I'm going to attend workshops. I'm going to learn sales skills, just as I learned driving skills. And I want to talk about, and I learned this from the Coaches Training Institute, the 4 levels of learning, right? So there is unconscious competence. Then there's there's unconscious incompetence. Then there's conscious incompetence. And then there's conscious competence. And then there's unconscious competence. So unconscious incompetence is we don't even know what we don't know. We're unaware of what we don't know. And that's why that's when we look at people who are selling and we're like, that looks easy, right? but we're not even aware, and this is, before when we were aspiring entrepreneurs or new entrepreneurs, right? And we looked and we're like, that doesn't look so hard. We were unaware of what we didn't know. And then we, started selling and we became aware of what we didn't know. We're like, wait, this happened. And then this happened. And someone said they were interested and then they didn't get back. Or someone asked a question and I didn't know how to respond. And all the other things, right? So we became conscious of our incompetence. And that's when the next decision happens. Am I going to move up to the next level 3 and then level 4? Well, level 3 is now I'm gaining consciousness of my competence. Like I'm beginning to learn things. I'm beginning to recognize things. I'm beginning to see when I'm in someone's interested in sales. I can now see the questions. I can now, see what's happening, right? And I've made the decision to invest in learning and it's a little challenging, right? I'm feeling a little awkward, but I'm gaining consciousness of my competence. And it's through practice and developing the skills that we get to unconscious competence, where you're doing it effortlessly, easily. You don't have to use any bandwidth or extra energy to do it. And that comes by, which is the third thing, why sales is easy for some and not for others, is that those people where it's easy, is that I'm going to practice. I'm going to learn something and I'm going to practice and develop these skills. And I'm going to realize, just like when I was learning to drive and, my first time parallel parking was nerve-wracking and took a while. And I said, I'll never do that again. But I kept on doing that. And, the first time that I had to get on the highway, it was nerve-wracking and nervous for me and nervous for the person who was, helping me drive. And, everything was going on, but I continued to doing it. And now I don't even have to think about it because I developed skills and I practiced, and I did it with a healthy expectation, knowing that everything is not going to happen at once, that there's a process to mastery. So what are the 3 things why sales are easier for some than others? They think about sales from the mind of God. They make a decision to invest in themselves and develop sales skills. And they learn the sales skills that they learn, they put it into practice. They implement. They don't just learn it in theory and okay, yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. They actually put it into practice and practice those skills. So guess what? Just like if you're on the end and you're saying, gosh, at some point, I would like selling at a certain level, I didn't have a problem with, but as I'm evolving and as I'm selling at a higher level, I'm experiencing some new challenges. That's normal, right? And soon, when you make the decision and you're committed to your decision, you will be at the unconscious competency level. The choice is yours. Okay. I'd love to hear from you. What decision are you going to make? Where are you? You know what? Here's a better question. Which stage of the 4 stages of learning are you? Again, that was unconscious incompetence. I don't know what I don't know. And then there is conscious incompetence. Wow. I dipped my toe into selling higher level offers, and I'm realizing there's a lot I don't know. And then moving to the conscious competence. Wow. Things that were difficult for me as I've been practicing, as I've been, my investing with a coach, with a mentor, in books and webinars and trainings, I'm applying it. I'm becoming conscious of my competence. And then ultimately, as our road to mastery, we've never fully arrived, right? We're always learning. You're a lifelong learner, right? Is the unconscious competence. But along that road to mastery, you'll arrive there. So let me know which level you are at. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a single episode. I love you. I'll see you next week. Until then, take care. God bless. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos. Then click the TV to watch the next video. Don't forget to visit my website at altheamcintyre.com to download your free one-call close roadmap. Until next time, take care. God bless you.